are you?
Wait, who are you? And we're live. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dunes of Quiroq, episode 10. Aloha, and welcome back to Dunes of Quiroq, episode 10. Today, we are picking up with one less character. You'll notice that Sam, unfortunately, could not join us today. So sad, so unfortunate, is missing out on that. We also can't see Dreggy's face, which I hopefully is going to change, but man, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Okay. And as we're getting ready to put everything together, I want to start us out with this. Do you guys remember where we're picking up from last session? Last session, remember, was our one shot, but we did end with something in the real world.
yeah. We woke up.
You woke up
And then
in the...
cart.
In the new town, the next town. In Maine.
Yes, you are outside of the walls of Name. Yes. So currently, your cart has pulled up to the outer gate of Name. And the last thing you remember is being called out to by 3 guards up on the outer wall. What you can see from right where you are is simply the outer wall with the mountains to your left, one big mountain sticking out of that mountain range, and the river Qualms to your right. One wall blocks the entire flat path in front of you from the river to the mountains. It connects to one of the mountains. And this wall has one oak door in the center. It is made of like a sandstone, if anyone cares about that sort of thing. And there are 3 guards on top of it. They are just like too far to be able to make out like exactly who they are or what they are, but they have called down to you, "Halt! Who goes there?" And that is where we pick up today's session. Merc, they're calling out to you as you're at the front of the cart. And everyone else is still waking up groggy. You will remember that today we are still currently in like the wee hours of the morning, so it is kind of dark out. The sun has not quite started to rise yet.
Okay.
Hello.
You have to unmute to talk.
Hello. We are the brothers.
The brothers!
5 brothers.
The 5 brothers.
Not from Kane, though.
Not from Cain.
Yeah.
And do I remember what just happened in that dream state?
Yeah, if you were asleep, you remember what happened in the dream state.
Bro. Oh my gosh, so only me and Drake
What?
remember
What
that.
the hell?
Akla, I assume that you stood up, took a long rest, but you were still like awake with Merc on the road here.
Yeah. I was having a great time thinking about being a snake again.
Well, me and Draggy just got sent to some weird freaking starving I don't know what it's called, maybe a hunger game, something like that. One of the things we figured out was that the 3 brothers are Lord Brunith, a guy named Q, and a guy named
Satham.
Satham. We also saw our other brother, but he died. Andrel.
Rondrell.
So
Andre.
he should be here. This is the guy we've been looking for.
Y'all had a crazy dream.
Yeah, it was crazy. Did we, since me and Dreggy won that, are there any lasting effects in the real world, or it's just...
You are feeling inspired. If that means anything to you,
Well,
hey, you are feeling inspired.
feeling or am?
Am.
Am I feeling it or I am?
You have 1 point of inspiration.
Oh, at what level?
D8.
D6, D8, D10?
D8.
Wait, what does that mean?
It's like a bardic inspiration die, but it just you get it
You add a D8 to any D20.
and it's not end time on it. It just you have that until you use it.
Ugh.
Oh,
The end of the game, man.
You remember, so these guys have called out to you from the top of the wall. Who goes there? Halt! The three brothers the five brothers, who's that?
Five.
Well, right now it might be this, okay?
Well, there's another one of you that, we're not daft.
Hey,
Listen,
you
listen.
You stop yelling at us right now.
Another one calls down. Listen, I don't know who you are, but we don't need you here. Leave this place at once.
Hey, you need us right now.
You do not belong here.
What do you mean? What's going on?
This town is off limits. Do not come any closer. And he holds out a hand to stop.
Whose orders?
Augustine the Powerful. She declares that we are to not let anyone near.
Huggerstein.
Augustine the Powerful.
Okay, Augerstein or Hugger?
Augur. Augerthstine. Augerthstein.
Augerthstein. The Powerful.
The
What if
Powerful.
we had a relation to people in the village?
There was no one left in the village. The village has been abandoned.
Well, you're there.
We are here on our own decree. We are the military force protecting this place. Leave at once.
When did you guys get here?
Unimportant to you. Leave before we come down to escort you away.
When we come in,
All right, brother. We have important business here. We have family who has come here. Where has everybody gone?
There is no family left here. Gone, dispersed, we know not.
You don't care either. You don't have a ledger or anything?
There is no such need for a ledger. These people
Can I talk
dispersed
to this-
before we arrived.
Let me talk to this Augustine the Powerful.
She is too busy. You may not come in.
We're here on orders from Lord Brunifar.
We will come down and escort you away.
Yeah, come down and escort us inside, please. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You see the three of them head. They disappear from sight off the wall. And a moment later, you see part of the wall slide down. Shink! Just off, not the gate opening, just part of the wall drops down into the ground, and the three of them walk out. Accompanied behind them is a hellhound.
Okay.
The three...
When the wall has dropped, is there town behind it?
No, it is the inside of the wall, part of the rock has dropped away. So you cannot still see into the town. The three of them have come out with a hellhound behind them. As they get closer, you will recognize them as dwarves. However, they seem a little different than a normal dwarf. They don't have the same natural skin coloring, the rosy cheeks, the classic sort of features that a dwarf would have. They're much harder, more rock looking, gray skinned, white eyes.
What I know
With your band of intellect?
back on.
Can you roll a history check for me?
Yes. 9.
You're trying to process in your head with all the books that you've read before? I got it! They're dwarves!
Genius. Dwarves. These are dwarves.
these are dwarves. I've fought them before.
You have?
I can beat them again. Yep.
Well, hold on now.
The three of them come forward, and they approach you, Hellhound accompanying them. This town is closed. Turn around and leave at once. They're crossed-armed. They're dwarves, so they're not super tall. The Hellhound is intimidating behind them. They all have war picks on their back.
Do they have any type of symbol on them? Like an army type symbol?
So they have a chainmail armor underneath, but it's much darker and closely knit. It seems a little more masterfully clasped, but much more designed to take a blow than just a normal chainmail. The leather parts to their armor that cover their shoulder, and on their shoulder piece there is a symbol. It is a
Symbol.
I looked at it today. I have to get this detail right. This one's important.
It's a frog.
It's not a frog. It's a mind flare skull. So it's like this tentacly little skull that drops down with a larger head underneath.
Interesting.
Like squids?
Kind of squid-esque, yeah.
No, I'm asking them if they like squids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I've eaten a squid before.
We don't get squids where we come from. Don't you know what lives out here in the desert? Now be gone before you ask another stupid question. We don't take questions lightly.
I have a smart question. Why are you banning people from the town?
The town is off limits to anyone else who wasn't already living in it.
Yet we live here.
You do not.
We have family here.
That is unimportant.
We were doing mercantile duties.
Do you doubt the rule of Augustine the Powerful?
I used to live here.
You used to live here.
Yep.
Who are you to these people?
Huh?
I used to be one of the monks
Brothers.
here.
Brothers.
The monks no longer live here. This is no longer their town. You no longer have a right to this place.
Didn't you just say the people who used to live here?
Those are the only people. You said the only people not off limits were those who live here.
Clearly, you do not live here if you were not here when we came.
Well, we were off mercantiling. We were selling things, carpets.
The people here do not live here. They've reiterated that a number of times.
You said the
Actually,
people
they
that
were
live here don't live here? What?
They don't live here. Be gone!
What?
They
Who doesn't
start
live
to
here?
grab at their war picks. They do not live here.
One question. Augustine the Powerful. About how powerful are we talking? And how many numbers strong are your men?
Quite powerful, don't you know?
White?
Nope.
Augustine the Powerful's might is not to be trifled with.
I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, one more. We are merchants. We live in there. We haven't been back.
There aren't merchants who live here. And as he does, he swings out against the cart with his warhammer. Can we all please roll initiative?
Bro, these guys are trumpets. 16.
Oh, shit.
I rolled a nat 20, guys.
I rolled a nat 1.
That's fine. These guys.
10. I'm still at 5 hit points.
No.
Yeah, you should reset. You did have a level up. You did have a long rest. Okay, so anyone above a 20?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Anyone above a 15?
16.
16. Guffin. Anyone above a 10?
10.
Dreggy. Anyone above a 5?
7.
Yeah, I know you, Dreggy. Yeah, I know you, Guffin. Okay. All right. Merc. Okay. And Akla?
3.
Okay. All right. Now I am gonna pull up. As we begin this, I'm gonna try to pull up Sam's character sheet. As I do, actually, X, can you pull it up because it's in your campaign?
Yeah, I got it, boss.
Okay. Okay. Do you mind playing as her today, as Sam? I think your numbers would just appreciate that. So can you tell me a roll for Sam? Actually, I'm just gonna put it at the Sam at the end of initiative and call it a day.
Okay.
So the first dwarf is going to swing out his war pick at the cart, just attempting to break or like, damage it to still try to just drive you off. As he does, he's going to slam into the side of the cart. And he is going to start to break down the wheel on the side. And as he hits it, you see it starting to splinter out, and the wheel is starting to give in just a little bit. You're nervous that if he breaks your cart, it'll be a long ride back to the nearest town. The other two are going to hold up their javelins, and are just looking like they're holding, waiting to see if you guys leave or not.
Broke our cart. We can't leave.
The last one, maybe that's their point. The Hellhound is also like just snarling, growling at you guys, holding and waiting.
Oh.
That means Guffin, you are up.
I am pretending like I'm praying, and I am whispering towards the party.
Okay.
And connected as brothers, I am casting through Fey Touched a blessed spell, and I am activating it on Dreggy, Mercator, and Sam.
That's gonna raise their HP.
No, it's going to give them a D4 to
Guidance, got it.
And saving throws. Any attack or saving throw for the next minute, 10 rounds, D4 adds to it.
Cool. So keep that in mind to all of my. So that's Dreggy, Sam, and Merc.
Everybody but me and Aqua.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my melee guys, make sure you keep that in mind that you're adding that to your d20s, just every time.
Bonus action.
Got it.
Get him. Drake, Bardic Inspiration. That's another D6 if you want it.
So you're gonna get a D4 every time, Dreggy. Now you also have a D8 and a D6 that you can redeem on a D20. Okay. And you're staying in the cart, nothing else?
I'm moving to the back of the car.
I'm like, hey, get out in the back. Then you're still in the cart. Okay. Then Dreggy, you're up.
So I'm gonna, on the top of the cart, I'm gonna go and jump off the cart, leaping towards the guy.
Dude!
I'm gonna cast Giant Smite before that.
Giant's Might.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a bonus action.
Cool. You're going to grow. And I assume you're doing this like as you're jumping, growing in size and landing. You said on the guy who's attacking the cart?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're doing it, two of the dwarves in the back are going to throw a javelin at you as you're jumping out of the cart. And the Hellhound is going to make a bite at you as you're... Actually, he's going to breathe fire down onto the cart to see if you guys are to like try to dissuade you even more. Can I have everyone in the party roll a dexterity saving throw as Dreggy, you're jumping out of the cart to attack the guy?
People who are blessed get D4s to that.
Yep. So Dreggy and Merc, you'll add your D4 to that. Okay. My dexterity saving throws. Anyone above a 12? 12 or above?
Sam
Yeah.
Sam?
and me.
Okay.
I got a 13. Sam got a 27.
So everyone was above?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
everyone's going to take the same amount of damage.
2 points.
Everyone is going to take 8 points of fire damage as you're all breathed into fire by this Hellhound. And as this happens, there's 2 javelins coming at you, Dreggy. Dreggy, you also get the chance now to attack onto the dwarf that hit the cart. You can do so. Roll your attack to hit.
All right.
And plus a D4, 100%, and then plus a D6 if you want it. And a D8.
Don't need it, man. I rolled a 26. Okay.
A 26 hits. Roll damage. And Dreggy, can I ask you something? Does a 13 hit?
No.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
Then neither of the javelins sail over your head, unable to hit you.
Can I add any of the extra dice I have to damage or no?
To damage, only the d20s.
Not the inspiration.
All right, that'll be 12 damage.
Does the d4 add to... Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so 12 damage, you say?
Yes.
Okay. The first dwarf takes a serious blow from your morning star, yeah? Or the shatter spike.
That was the shatter spike.
Shatter spike as you stab into him as you're jumping off the cart and growing in size. You added all your bonus die from growing?
No, I forgot about that.
Uh-oh.
So,
Damage, right?
oh, it's just an extra d6.
Yeah, it should add an extra d6.
That's 4 extra damage to that. So 16.
So 16 total damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and do I get to go again because I am dual wielding?
Correct. You now get to use your bonus action to attack. Actually, no, you used your bonus action to grow into Giant Smite.
Right.
And it's a bonus action to dual wield. Yep.
Okay.
So I think, Dreggy, that's your turn. Merc, you're up. Akla, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna transform into my hybrid form.
Okay, go ahead. You see Sam, like, grow into this, like, furry little monster. Little tiger-esque creature. Sorry,
Sam?
Merc. You see Merc grow into this, like, tiger creature thing and jump out at the dwarves, I assume.
Yeah.
Who are you going for?
Whichever one's the closest to me.
There's the one attacking the cart. That's the one that Dreggy also attacked.
Yeah, I'll take that one too.
Okay?
Okay, I'm gonna use my great axe.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Go to hit.
8.
8 does not hit. Anything else you want to do on your turn? I assume it was your bonus action to change, right? So.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Akla, you're up. Sam, you're on deck.
Okay. So question: can bless stack?
Like your bless as well?
Yeah. Would that stack on people?
I kind of want to say yes. Because it's 2 spell slots?
It says no.
Okay.
No. Okay. All right. Then I guess I'll just cast Firebolt at the guy who's trying to hit the cart.
Okay, go ahead.
And
Roll to
that's
hit.
gonna be. Where's that at? It's gonna be a 22.
22 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Where's my D10? There it is. 9.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay, you deal 9 damage to this this dwarf as he is starting to stumble from the weight of all these blows. Sam, you are up. My creatures are on deck. Sam?
Oh, Sam. Sam is going to. Oh,
Twing!
towards whoever's closest.
Guy who hit the cart, same guy.
Yep. That's going to be. Oh. Plus a D4, 10.
10 does not hit.
Check again.
I'm looking again. I'm checking again. 10 does not hit.
Oh.
Bonus action?
Okay. Bonus action.
I don't know if it has. But...
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark the dog.
Bing! The dog is lighting up now with sort of like a magical sort of essence. Everyone is having a... Or is it just Sam? I don't know, but...
Just saying.
The hellhound's lit up for Sam. The creatures, the dwarves, are now going to get a chance to go. Staring out at the group of you, the one who just took all these hits and is literally like bleeding out on the ground, stumbling. He's going to stare at all of you. He's going to go, "You should have turned around." And all 3 of the dwarves are going to enlarge and grow to double the size. They are now all large, the same size as you, Dreggy, and are carrying now their war picks and everything grew to large. Okay. Yeah, they're big now. The one who has taken a lot of damage is going to swing at you, Dreggy. Oh my god. Okay, disadvantage. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, it does get advantage. Okay. And one more is going to attack you. The third one is going to attack Merc. The second one that attacks you, Dreggy, is a 13. Does that hit?
No.
All right. And the last one is going to attack Merc. Merc does a 17 hit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. The war pick is going to go shing, slamming down onto you. You are going to take 12 points of piercing damage as this warhammer slams down on you. The hellhound is going to try to bite into you, Dreggy, now that you're enlarged. Standing next to okay. Where's my d20? There it is. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
All right, then you are going to take 9 points of damage and so 9 points of piercing damage and 10 points of fire damage as he bites into you and releases this fiery wave onto you as well.
All right.
Okay. Guffin, you're up. Dreggy, you're on deck.
Okay. First things first. Vicious mockery towards the guy that's closest to Dreggy.
Yep. Is that a DC?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you know them too well. Okay. Does a 3 save? How do you want to do this?
Oh, they're just dead?
Yeah, can you do 1 point of HP?
I did 4 points. I scream out, "You're too small."
You see, it pains him that he does that. And as he does, he shrinks back to normal size and collapses from a heart attack, dead on the ground. The 2 are still standing, the Hellhound as well. They're looking at their downed friend, looking back at you. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Bonus action. Yell towards Dreggy. But you can get the other 2. Healing word. That is 5 points of healing.
There you go. Max, you feel reinvigorated, gaining 5 points of health.
And that's my turn.
Dreggy, you're up. Merc, you're on deck.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll go.
I want to drink my potion of frost giant strength.
Oh, you're gonna pop that?
Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
I'd like to use my hat of wizardry
Oh, I'm gonna do this.
Wizard
Aren't you a strength? Aren't you enlarged right now to do better strength things?
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
You're
I'm gonna
tweaking.
run at the wolf.
The hound. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try and attack that guy with multiple attacks.
All right. Go ahead. He was already kind of right next to you, but yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. First, we're gonna hit him with the Morning Star.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Is that an advantage for a strength saving or no? Or a strength check?
Because you're large.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the strength in you.
Bet.
As long as it's a strength attack. Yeah. Which
Okay,
probably
that's
is.
gonna. And do I add the D4?
You can add the D4 if you want to make sure it's higher.
I thought it was every.
Oh yeah.
attack.
No, you always add the D4. You can add the D6 or the D8 if you want to.
All right,
and you
that'll
have it
be a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll damage. You slash out with your shatter spike, I assume, and you stab
This is my
into it.
Morning Star.
Oh, this man, why is it always the one I don't pick?
All right, so that will be. That'll be 14 points of damage for the first attack.
Okay. 14 for the first.
I am going to use Action Surge for one additional action.
Okay.
I'm going to attack him again with the Shatter Spike.
And then you'll get a total of 3 attacks if you're action surging.
Yeah. I got a 13. I'm going to add the D6 that Xavier gave me.
Okay.
That'll be a 18 to hit.
18 hits. Roll damage.
For damage, well, that'll be a 13.
Okay. You deal 13 damage to him.
And then on my bonus action, I'm going to do 2 weapon fighting. And attack again.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be a 14 to hit.
14.
Oh, wait, with advantage.
Oh.
That'll be a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 hits. Roll damage.
It's too easy.
Oh, wait. All right. That'll be an 11.
Okay. 11 damage.
Yep.
Okay. You come over swinging onto this hellhound. He takes blow after blow after blow, and he is starting to break down, bleeding. The fire from underneath him is starting to shine out of his head a little bit brighter. He is looking stressed. He's whimpering. This dog is looking rough. Dreggy, that's your turn. Merc, you are up. Akla, you're on deck.
Is the guy who was attacking the cart still there? Or did X
He
kill him?
died. That's the one
died.
X killed. There are 2 of the dwarves left. They're standing either side of the hound.
I'm gonna fly to the hound.
You're activating your wings?
I'm using my wings. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What?
You see Merc's cloak of flying. I think that's what it is, a cloak of flying. The bat wings come out from behind him, and he floats off the cart and down in front of the dwarves on the ground. Standing out in front of them, he attacks them.
I'll use my. I'm gonna strike one of the dwarves.
Okay, go ahead. Roll to hit.
$14.
A 14 does not hit.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Use your multi-attack hit again.
Does a 2 hit?
Are you adding your modifiers?
They both were 1.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that does not hit.
All right.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Those are all my actions.
All right. Akla, you're up. Merc is
Okay.
unable to strike the remaining dwarves.
So before I do anything, can I see if there's anyone else like on the wall? Like, is there any movement going on back there?
Looking up, there is no movement. You do know that the gate is still locked. The hole in the wall is still down that they came out of.
Okay. Sick. Yeah, for my action, I'm just gonna firebolt. There's 2 dwarves up, right?
2 dwarves and the hellhound.
Yeah, which one of the dwarves looks a little bit weaker?
They have both not taken a hit yet. They just threw javelins earlier.
Okay, I'll hit the one on the left then.
All right, go ahead.
Hit him with a. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Wow.
He's able to dodge out of the way as you're shooting him with a fireball. Did you
Okay.
add your D4 to that?
I didn't get blessed.
Oh, you didn't.
No.
Mm.
And then spacing wise, are they like threatening the cart at all still?
They are to the side of the cart, but I mean, yeah, they're like threatening you in the
But I
sense that they're attacking you.
But they're not like actively targeting.
They're not damaging the cart. They're attacking Dreggy
Okay.
and Merc, who are
Okay,
out of the
that's
cart.
Fine. That's fine. Then I'll just bonus action and healing word Dreggy.
Okay. Dreggy, you're gonna take
8.
8 points of hit points back as you're feeling reinvigorated by Dr. Akla.
Thanks, guys.
Let's go. Anything else you want to do in your turn, Akla?
No, that's it.
Okay. Sam, you're up.
Okay, Sam is going to shoot at either of the remaining. Well, so the Hellhound's alive.
Yes, the Hellhound's alive and both of the...
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the Hellhound
'Cause he's
with
marked.
my-
And you get advantage now with Hunter's Mark, I believe.
Natural 20.
All right, that'll do it. Roll damage.
This is 8 times 2, 16 plus 4, so 20 points of damage.
How do you want to do?
Plus
How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this?
Plus Hunter's Mark, 6 multiplied to 12. That's 32 points of damage in one shot, baby.
Okay, 32 points of damage off one bow shot does in fact kill the Hellhound. It penetrates straight through the head of the hound, killing him, knocking him down. The Hellhound
Sam-
falls limp.
Sam pulls the bow back and like flicks it so it curves around and then hits him through the side of the head.
Dude, penetrates straight
Curving
through.
arrow.
The dog's down. Rip.
And then there's the L dance, like their characteristic thing they would always do.
Yeah.
The L dance.
It's
They
like
would
that movie with
Yeah.
James McAvey or McAvoy.
Huh?
He curves the bullets with the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around stuff. Yeah. I understand that.
Okay. Now the dwarves are up with both of their leader guy who is leading them down here and the Hellhound die. They are both going to shrink. Vroom. And as they shrink back down to normal size, they disappear completely invisible. You hear rustling, but cannot make out where they are anymore. You are now alone in front of the cart. What do you do? Or in front of the wall.
Is it still initiative order or no?
Initiative drops as the dwarves go to escape.
Okay. So you said I could hear shuffling, right?
Yeah, you're here shuffling. You're not sure where they are, but it's invisible.
Okay. So since I hear shuffling, I can hear a creature, meaning I can dissonant whispers it, which I will do.
Okay. Cast Dissonant
And
Whispers.
dude, it does running away constitute an opportunity attack? That's just a question I have.
I would say no because he's invisible.
Okay. I'm gonna do it anyway towards him.
Couldn't
First
be
level.
seen from the opportunity, you know, so.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right. He's going to fail with a 2.
Okay. That is 3d6 damage for a total of 7. Oh god.
Ooh, 7 damage. All right. He takes 7 damage.
Real bad.
Okay. 7 damage.
He's got to run as far away from me as he can. So
He is running. We're gonna see if he stays invisible.
Oh yeah, he has to roll for concentration.
He does not.
Oh.
You see one of the dwarves. He's now halfway towards the hole that they opened up in the side of the wall, and he is halfway there, and he stops being invisible and goes to run away back towards the wall.
Okay.
I want to cast Mind Sliver with my wizard hat.
Okay.
Intelligence saving throw, or take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from next saving throw.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He is gonna make a 18, which I think saves.
That 100% saves.
Yeah.
Could Sam, as a bonus action, since a target who was Hunter's Mark dropped to 0, switch his Hunter's Mark to the guy that just popped up?
Ping. Yeah. Yeah, he can.
Okay. That is going to be a 25 plus a d4. So a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
That hits.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
That is going to be 5 points of piercing damage to start, and then a d6 of scary damage. So, what is that? 5 plus 4, 9 points total.
Okay. He is he's just taking these onslaught of hits and is feeling rough. He's still trying to make a dash towards the hole in the wall.
Anybody?
Do I only have a reaction to hit?
You could use that to use a cantrip or a spell.
Okay. I'll firebolt him then.
Okay?
I'll give him a good old bolt. That's an 18 without my modifier. Yeah.
18 hits. Roll damage.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be 5 damage.
He is feeling rough as he's taking an arrow. He's taking some psychic, and he's taken now a firebolt to the back, but he is still running towards the wall.
Oh, here we go.
Can I fly over and grapple him?
What is your fly speed?
Let me see. 60 feet?
You will be able to outpace him, yes.
So I can grapple him?
You could try to grapple him to the ground. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
As you run over to him, you're going to try to grapple him to the ground. You fly, zoom, so fast over to the target as he's taking this hit and this other hit and is trying to dash towards the door to get away. And you are going to try to grapple him to the ground. Please roll a strength check to see, contested strength check to see if you beat my strength check.
I do get an advantage on those, by the way.
I'm aware. You say yours first, and then I'll tell you mine. Do you know what you're rolling? Okay.
My first one is a 22. Is that enough?
I rolled a nat 1, so yes, you win.
Sweet.
You have now grappled him to the ground. Whoopsh! And have slammed him after flying over to him. As you slam him to the ground, you still hear rustling towards the door. You have this guy under your hand. You're under your paw. But as you hear the shuffling escape into the wall, you see the stone piece of the wall shoom, slide shut, and the wall is solid once again. You have this dwarf under your foot, but you presume one of us escaped as the wall has closed up once again.
Dang it, man.
We've dropped out of initiative order. What are we doing? You have a dwarf.
We got a hostage.
Well, we can kill him.
No, don't kill him.
Or we could
Can
get
you
information.
tie him up?
Yeah, tie him up, tie him up, tie him up.
Okay. Roll a survival check as you tie him up.
Who?
19. That gets me.
19. You're pretty confident you have him tied up. Yeah, he looks pretty well tied in. What are you doing with him? You have him tied up. There's a hellhound nearby dead. There's another dwarf dead.
I'll loot the other dwarf.
Okay. You find not much on him. He has a shield and some scale mail. He has his war pick. They're they're very brutalist and very functional, but everything that he's was holding was still relatively well made. It was just function over art.
Okay. Sam's actually gonna put the scale mail on, I think.
Sam, are you wearing scale mail already?
Sam is not wearing scale mail. Scale mail is a medium armor.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Put that on.
If you want Sam, oh yeah, Sam puts that on. I thought you meant Mark at first. Yeah. Sam puts that
No,
on.
no, Sam.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, it is fit for a dwarf, so it's a bit of a tight fit, but
It's okay.
covers the vital organs.
So we have an unconscious dwarf tied up.
He's not unconscious. He's just yeah.
Bleeding.
He's just shut up and bleeding out as he's tied up. He looks pissed off.
I'm gonna walk up to him. So you think that you can just attack us and think you get away with it, huh?
You come to my town. You kill my brethren. You kill my hound, and you accuse me of being combative.
Well, one of your brothers, I know everything about brothers, but too. All right, one of your brothers hit my wagon.
You refuse to leave our land. You will pay
Hey,
for what you've done.
First of all, we weren't even inside your land. Second of all, we gotta get in there.
You will never enter the walls of Maine.
Oh my gosh, how thick are those walls?
Those walls must be thick, huh?
How thick are they in terms of thickness?
Are you looking or are you asking?
I'm asking him.
My walls are impenetrable. You'll never
How
get in.
thick? No.
How thick, though? A footage.
Yours work too.
What, 10 feet? 15 feet thick? Like what? Because that all depends on whether we can actually get in or not.
You're not going to be able to no matter what you do.
Yeah, but how thick are they? In feet. Are you dumb? Yes or no? Just yes or no. Are you really dumb?
Why do you want to know the thickness of our
Okay,
walls?
So you didn't answer that second question. First, answer my second question first, okay? Are you dumb? Yes or no?
No, I'm not dumb.
Oh, okay. So you can tell me how thick the walls are.
I don't
About-
need to.
Oh, you think you can survive without answering?
I pull out a hand axe and I put it to his neck.
I accept the challenge. I accept the loss for the great.
Challenge. You don't
I
even know your name. I bet you I can know it. Augur Smith. Who the hell?
I accept my death on Augustine's behalf for the great.
Death.
For the great Duara.
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 Who's Duara?
Yeah, I thought you were Augur Thien Smith, the powerful's little lackey. Good for nothing.
Augustine's our leader, but we answer to Duara. Our
Who's
god.
Duara?
Our god.
Of what? Dumb
Duara's the god of conquest, of psionics,
quest.
of knowledge and war.
Conquest, knowledge, and war.
They provide us with the path of the way.
Let me just. Can I just talk with you for a second? So, if your god is the god of knowledge and war, number one, you just lost that battle. We're merchants, remember? You just lost that real bad. So, your god seems to be on our side.
We lose our strength. We may lose the battle to win the war. The commandments say we may lose a battle to win the war. You will not make it out of this alive. You will be punished for the sins you've committed.
I'm alive, boss.
You'll be punished in this life or the next.
I don't care about the next one, man.
Hey,
As it seems, it looks like you've already been punished for this life.
Does Duara say that your warriors go to an afterlife when they die in combat?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, you're not. This can't be the god of knowledge, right? It can't be, right, guys? I mean,
If it was the god of knowledge, then you'd know like how thick your walls were.
exactly.
Like,
Duara possesses the knowledge. We do not. He knows the way. We do not.
Right.
we don't care about the way, we
War-
care about thickness.
Yeah, he's good. Okay.
Right, different wording there.
Pause.
Different wording there.
So, right, just like how Dwara has knowledge, you don't. Dwara can conquest, you can't. Dwara's good at battle and wars, you aren't. So, like, I just. Anyways, okay. So, is there any way to open this wooden door here? What's your name, by the way?
My name? Brenneth.
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 That explains a lot, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that does explain a lot.
have you ever met Augustine?
Augustine, of course. She's our powerful leader. Our courageous one. Our brave one.
Is she
Prove
in
it.
there?
She leads us the way.
Is she in there?
She leads us the way.
Okay.
Shut up.
Bro, is she in there? You know your wall that you don't know anything about? Is she-
Augustine leads us in the way.
So she's like a priestess type deal? She leads you in the way?
She's the powerful one who leads us in the way.
the powerful
See,
knowledge.
the adjective did not help me there.
Yeah, no, boss. I'm gonna give him my headband. No,
He's gonna find a way to escape.
no, yeah, oh yeah, we're not gonna. This guy's. Well, I'm gonna say, would Augustine, would they accept and respect a duel for the town?
For our town? Nay. You'll never enter our town.
Hold on, this isn't your town. You conquested this town, right?
No, this is our town. We've built this town to what it is.
I
You
thought
may not
just-
enter our town.
No, you didn't.
This is our town. We live here. This is our town.
I thought you just said no one who lives here lives in there.
We've built this town. This is our town.
Built. We are from this town.
Clearly not. We built this town.
You
This is
didn't
our
build
town.
it.
This is the
You
town
built
of
it.
Maine.
Merc, this guy's your dinner, man. If you're still a tiger,
Crazy.
this guy's
He's
your.
trying to gaslight you, Mac.
This
Can
is
I
the
start,
town.
like, I want to start like pawing him.
Like
Whoa.
slashing him?
Whoa.
Are you attacking him to like hurt him or just?
We're torturing him.
It's like torture vibes.
Okay.
Like he's hurt, but he's not like dead.
So weird.
All right, Guffin and Oakley, you guys stand back. We'll torture him.
Okay.
Oh, come on. I don't know.
Experiment on him
guys.
like a little bit.
Okay. All
Just a
right.
little.
I want to use one finger in my claw.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
Are you trying to do a calculated amount of damage?
What?
How much damage would you like to do?
I like do 1 point of damage.
Okay. You drag down your finger just a little bit, confidently doing not that much damage, and you have hurt him even more. My
Let me
pain
lick
and
it, let
suffering
me-
will be looked down fondly by Duara. I will never succumb to your folly.
All right, it's time. No more torturing him. There's no point. Just kill him.
Hey, does Duara like people with one ear?
Whoa.
Duara will look fondly on my scars.
Don't
I
make me
don't do it.
kill
I
him.
don't do that. I don't do
Don't
that.
make me bring him kill him. Just kill him.
Hey, you still want that tongue?
I do not need to speak to follow Duara.
I read somewhere that tigers like bite the back of their neck or something just to like crunch it. Or you do that, man. Come on, you don't have to like pull them piece by piece.
So, about
I'll do
you,
that.
Brennan, my buddy, my pal, right?
Mm.
Could you tell me about like your race a little bit? You're like dwarfish, right?
The Duergar are no longer dwarfs. We're twisted. Forgotten.
Twisted. So you have like a demonic influence.
Our
to you.
surface brethren no longer appreciate what we've become and what we do.
That's what I'm thinking. So,
Kool-Aid.
out of your
Drink the
body
Kool-Aid, drink
parts
the Kool-Aid.
and like internal organs, if you had to guess, which one of those would make the best potion materials? Like scale of 1 to 10.
Are you going to turn me into a potion?
Well, that depends on the quality of your internal organs. Have you ever smoked at all?
A fate worse than death. But Duera will look kindly on my folly in war.
This isn't war, buddy. This is
Actually,
science.
we're not in a war, so you aren't going anywhere nice.
No.
Yeah, there ain't no war here, boss. It was a battle, remember?
Yeah.
A battle in a war.
No, there's no war.
A war
buddy.
for conquest.
War for conquest. That's not a war, boss. There has to be enemies for that.
You are the enemy. All of you, surface dwellers, you are the war.
Nah.
Dog, I'm a snake. I barely live on the. I live
Hey,
on the
Aqua.
rock.
You are no snake.
That's the rudest thing you could have said to me right
Hey,
now.
dude. Hey, that's too far, man.
You pick an internal organ and I'll take it right
Boy.
now.
Why are you
I'm
calling
taking two
surface
claws.
dwellers? You're literally dwelling a
2
surface
claws
level.
down.
The claws.
Okay. He is bleeding out, actively bleeding
Turn
out.
this guy into a snake with one of your potions, man. This isn't a great example of someone you can experiment on. They are clearly evil.
Okay, well, the last time I tried one of my potions, right, I did become invulnerable for about 12 hours. Right?
Ooh.
But you also couldn't move.
That is true. But you see my little bit of worry there, you know?
It's like a
Right.
monkey paw.
Where I don't know if this is gonna be something I should drink or something they should drink, you know?
You never know.
Well,
No.
if you try to make a snake potion and say, I'm trying to make a snake potion, and then make a snake potion, and then give it to him, it can't be the immunity potion, right? You already did that one. You know what goes into it.
You're right. You're a genius, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pour him a little bit of my experimental elixir, you know?
Wait. Is it just a vat that you just like keep adding shit to, and when you pour it out, it like makes like what?
Every day, right, I have a little vial, and it gets filled up with like a little surprise box of flavor,
Okay, right.
you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know what happens with it. It just pops up every day.
Uh-huh.
It's a different color.
Well,
Today it's like a lime greenish.
interesting. Okay, yeah, give him that, and then Dreggy and Merc, be ready to just call it.
Yeah.
You're trying to force feed him a potion?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've got
I
my
assume
phone
you
above
have
my
like
head.
Dreggy or someone open up the mouth as you pour it in. He obviously is contesting it, but you're able to get it into him. Roll a d100.
Oh,
D100. Oh gosh, here we go.
He turns into a real dragon.
7.
And, oh.
07?
07.
Uh-oh.
Instant death. I don't like those eyes, Mike.
His arm turns green.
Well, he's just reading. Bro's reading.
What?
Bro's mystified.
Okay. He
Find what list he's looking at.
Huh?
you see his white eyes turn from white to black, and then green pupils pop up in the center. His eyes go black with green pupils. The pupils do have a more slit-ish, ovalish sort of like observation, but that's it. As he turns around, as he's starting to look around, I can no longer see. What is this?
Try using like your tongue.
My
See if
tongue?
you could.
I-
Yeah, snakes do that.
What have you
know?
done to me? Why do I
The
see
goal
this
is-
way?
What do
Do
you
you
see?
feel more snake-like?
I see all of you are so red, but the surrounding
Oh my
earth is
God,
blue.
Thermodynamic sight. Look at that.
I think he's
This
got
is
thermal
huge.
vision.
He's colorblind.
He's
This
got
is the best
thermal
thing.
vision.
Does he have like little scales on him at all? Or
No.
is it just his eyes?
Just the eyes.
Well,
Boo.
you know what? You got snake eyes, so at the very least, I can keep those.
Snake eyes.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Write down that recipe.
I wish I knew what it was.
You are gonna roll a D100 in every single day, 100 experiments on 100 different people.
Praying
And
for
you
it
know
to
what?
happen.
One of these times, I'm gonna get it.
But
If
then
you
what
roll
happens-
snake eyes, is that the snake spell? Or the snake potion?
Ooh.
Apparently, it was 07, but
So he rolled a 07. That wasn't the snake spell.
So technically 11, right? Because that's snake eyes, 1 and a 1.
yeah.
Or a 2. Because 1 and 1.
0, 2. We'll have to look out for those. That's snake eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got snake eyes. Okay, so 7 is snake eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I just need like successive days in a row. You know, I roll a 7, and I roll like a 92. That's a snake body. You know, probably.
Right. And you have to keep track of that so then later you can.
I just hit that every
Are
day in a row, and I'm
you killing this guy?
well, what's he doing right now?
He's tied up. He's like trying to fight the ropes.
But he just has snake eyes.
Not snake eyes. He has green eyes with black or black eyes with like green like irises in them that like are sort of
Like
slit-ish.
reptilian type eyes.
Kind
Okay.
of, and they're seeing in a different vision than normal.
Is his blood still the same color?
His blood is still red, yeah.
Okay, I'll collect a little bit of that. Like a vial, you know?
Okay, you collect a vial of his blood. He is
Yeah.
bleeding out right now.
Okay.
I got
Do we
3
need this guy
claws
for
for
anything
him.
else?
You're gonna give him 3 claws?
3 claws for him.
As you rake your 3 claws down him, he dies.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
pop out one of his eyes then. Pop that in a little vial too.
Oh my god. You like stab it out with a fork or?
I have a dagger.
Oh,
Spoon it out. Yeah.
that's so bad.
Boom.
Hey, you know, morality is not a question for me right now.
Okay, alright.
I think I have a
Can I put one of those little sandwich toothpicks in it?
You can do the other one, yeah. I don't need that one.
In the eye? Okay. Alright, yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I have his eye and his blood now. Sick.
Alright. Good. Glad that happened.
Yeah.
As you are, you've now gathered these, things and you have killed off the other Duergar. The wall is silent, but you hear, the closer that you are to the wall, as you have had to come up to, like, where he was, you hear things on the other side of the wall. Clambering, banging, voices shouting. You hear things now from the other side of the wall. You can see maybe smoke rising over the wall, like from inside, but you're not sure. Black smoke, kind of.
Let's take the cart off the beaten path and kind of just follow the wall for a little bit. So we're not right at the brunt. When I open it, we're not right there.
Okay.
So you're going like towards the river or towards the mountains?
River.
Riverside. Cool. You park the cart over along the wall towards the riverside, so you're not right under the openings. And you're kind of down out of the way. What's your next move?
So is this just like a rock wall?
This is a sandstone wall.
So there's no way to climb it easily.
It's made of blocks. It's like a brick wall. Like a sandstone brick wall. So it's like large bricks, right? Large bricks.
Right.
But it might be climbable, but it would be difficult.
How tall?
No, for me.
30 feet.
30 feet tall.
That's easy for me.
30 feet tall. How
Yeah.
is it?
You can't tell from this angle. I mean, you're not on it, so you're just looking at it from the front, you know.
Yeah. Well, Merc can fly up. Dreggy, what can you do?
I can climb.
You can.
Is that real? Okay.
Okay.
I can get to the top, but I have to. I don't know how thick it is, so I don't know if I can go through.
I can get to the top.
You can?
Yeah. I've Misty Step.
Yeah, me too. Hey,
Okay. Oh my gosh, we can both get up there.
You guys have like half the same spell list.
Are you Fate Touch too?
Yeah, I'm fake touched. Hey,
No
man,
way.
hey, wait, we're brothers.
You literally are.
We both got the same thing. Wait, did you take Bless as your fake touch?
Yeah.
So did I.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
Alright, I'm
wild.
gonna try and climb it.
You're just trying to climb up.
Talking and he's like
Yeah.
in the background.
Can you roll an acrobatics check as you're trying to climb up this wall?
We also have to think about Sam. How they would
Dirty
get up.
20.
A dirty 20. You're getting pretty high up this wall. I mean, it's taking you a little while, but you're climbing. You're watching Dreggy climb up the wall.
Well, I mean, I figured he can do that.
Yeah.
He is climbing up the wall.
I feel like Mercator can kind of fly us all up there, though, right? Just one at a time, maybe.
Probably, especially in his, I mean, he is in his tiger form right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Uppies, uppies. You're a
Yeah.
climber. Yeah, get everybody up there.
So, Mark, you're
Sorry.
bringing them all up?
Yeah, I'll start flying them up.
All right. As you're all being flown up one at a time, who's the first person that you grab, Mark?
Guffin.
All right. Merc and Guffin.
Horns. Oh, by the horns, dang it.
You're grabbed and flown up to the top of the wall, looking onto the other side of the wall. First, the wall's probably 2 feet thick. Looking,
What?
yeah. What?
It's
thin.
impenetrable. For a 2 foot
I
thick
can
wall.
punch through that.
It's so tall for as long as it is. Like 2 feet is like impressive for the size. You know, it's not great wall style, but it's big.
Yeah,
I'd say it's impressive, yeah.
it's 2 bricks thick.
Looking onto
Impressive.
the other side of the wall, this is the imagery you see. You see the sand that would have been on this side of the wall has been blackened by ash. You see the remnants of some stone-like buildings built out of like more ornate style sandstone. It's all like this sort of like reddish sandstone. It has all been like artisan crafted for like a few of the houses. However, many new constructions also litter the landscape. Some even still currently like having scaffolding around them. They're all this black, dark stone that litters the landscape. Looking in front of you, right over the side of the wall that you are in, is a long building that is black stone, and then there's 2 redstone sandstone buildings. The one on the left is more of a tower guard post style. It is attached to the wall. It's over by the gate.
Is anybody up there?
No, there is no one up on the wall. Looking past those buildings and out into the larger town, The Blackbone building, in front of it, there's a small well, which is attached to the pathway, stone pathway around the town. That pathway leads you down to the left to a building that is on fire. Right? This is across from the tower guard post. It is a building that is actively on fire. To the left of that, you see a hole into the ground. A deep mine hole. On there, Guffin, can you roll a perception check to really see out there?
Yeah. Your perception. 13.
You see a hellhound and a couple more of the Duergar guarding that hole. All right? They're sort of like holding it. Some of them even seem to be holding maybe whips, but you don't see anyone else other than that. You see there's also a couple of wooden cranes that are moving large black stone bricks out of the ground over in that mine.
Out of the mine to the new buildings.
They're just being loaded up into the center, like, courtyard there, and then, yeah.
Does the building that's being burned look like a old building?
Looks like an old building.
Do I recognize the building?
You would recognize that building.
Which building is it?
Would you like me to point to it on the map?
Yeah.
Here.
There's a map?
She gets a map.
Okay.
Oh.
This one. That's the one that's on fire.
So the church is currently on fire.
Oh no.
Should we care about that?
Yeah, I do.
Is that the Church of the Saber-Toothed Dog or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Order of the Saber-Toothed Church? Okay, but does we have a way of stopping that? A fire.
How big is the fire?
It is engulfed this building.
Yeah, no chance.
Stomp on
Where'd
it.
it
Behind
Dragon would be huge. Stomp on it.
behind the burning church are inner walls that surround a large black stone pentagonal keep. All right, that is on the inner side that overlooks the entire town, right? It is very blocky, very harsh, very jagged. It is not artisan built at all. It is built for function over artistry. Behind
Okay, so when you say Blackstone, just to clarify, that's the new stuff.
that's the new stone. Blackstone new,
they-
redstone old.
Okay, so they built a keep.
Behind, to the left of the keep, you notice some shoddily grown wheat fields clearly being irrigated out of the river, but the wheat is not growing well. It's simply to, try to make do. Behind that, you see another Blackstone long building, similar to the one to your right, is behind the keep on the other side of the inner walls. Okay? So it's the only thing on the inside of the inner walls is the keep.
I assume Mercator's bringing everybody else up.
Yeah, Merc has brought everyone else up, and you're all
No,
looking.
I'm climbing. I'm climbing.
I'm holding my hand out to Draggy.
Now that you have actively
You
seen,
don't take it? Is that what you said? What did you say? You.
I pull you down.
I get back and then both climb up.
I can't send you the map because it has my labels on it for what each building is. But if as you become to discover them more, I may be able to provide it to you.
I'm incredibly intelligent.
I'm also
Not even
intelligent.
in the game.
I'm not.
Yeah, you just know that information. That's why you get that.
So does the watchtower look new or old?
It looks old.
We might have to be our spot.
Yeah. They aren't gonna check that.
So below where I'm at on the wall, can I look down, see is it a row? Is there like a clear space between the building and the wall?
Yeah, the redstone building in front of you looks it's smaller than others. It looks more just like a house more than anything. And there's like a space between that and the wall. There's actually quite a bit of open space around. There's only a couple of buildings. It's not like a massive place. There's like probably a total of like 3 redstone houses left. But and the tower guard, the tower building is redstone as well as the wall, but everything else is mostly blackstone.
Is there a burnt redstone building?
The only one that's on fire is the tower, or is the church.
That's the only one that's on fire. Okay.
Does it look like the fire was started recently, or has it been like going?
It looks like it has fully engulfed the building, but the flames are not receding at all. They still look like it's new burn.
If I ran and jumped, could I make it on the building?
The redstone building in front of you? You could try. It is only a 2-foot wall, but it's not a far jump. So,
I'm gonna jump.
acrobatics check. The only people that you've seen so far are the Duergar around the black mine to the south end of the town, and the Hellhound down there as well. That is all that you've seen so far, at least on the outside of the town. There are some that are running around the bricks as well, but that's about all that you've seen.
22.
You are able to fully jump to the building in front of you.
How far? So where we are on the wall, there's the entrance, right, and then where we went to. How far until it curves or turns or whatever?
The wall does not curve. It is a flat wall that runs to the cliffs on the far end that run into the river, and the mountains on the left. It runs into a mountain.
Okay. So it literally just cross-sects this valley.
Well, yeah. It's not so much a valley. On the other side of the river, it's flats. It's just that the river is large, and so unable to be crossed.
Okay, so it goes to the edge.
It goes to the edge of the cliffs that enter into the river.
Can I ask Merc to fly me down to the cart and kind of start just moving that to the edge so that when they walk out, they go, oh, there's a cart right there. I want to at least move it where it's you have to kind of look from where we were to see a cart.
Right.
If there's natural features to hide it behind, like a boulder or sandstone, whatever, just keep it out of sight at least for a while. I don't want our horses to die or whatever.
On the riverside, there is not much out there. It's mostly flat. On the mountainside, there might be a boulder or two that you might be able to hide it behind, but you have to bring it across to get it over there.
I care about these horses, man. Bella and Edward, Schmebulon, Jacob.
Oh.
The SS Snake. I love that thing.
Can I walk up to the horses, and do they seem intelligent to any form? If I'm speaking to them, do they even react, or do they just stand there?
Roll an animal handling check.
12.
You are looking at the horses, and they're looking at you.
But he's a goat. You can speak it.
I can't. I almost took it, but I took bless.
You should have taken horse speak.
No, but me and Dr. Aqua both got blessed in the same way overnight.
Yeah.
I am going to instead of moving the car, I'm going to send a message. I have 120 feet of message. It goes through multiple. So if I know his direction, I can point it towards Draggy, and I will message him and say, "Boy, could you come back to the wall, but on the ground, where we're at? It's not that good. It's not psychic damage. Because we can knock because I don't want them to know we're in here.
Are we knocking the wall down?
I was planning to pull the horses in, but I feel like that's a bad idea. Wait.
Yeah, I think we should have them outside.
I have
Just
another
like a
idea.
getaway.
But if we have them outside, they'll know we're in there, or they'll die if we're in here for more than 2 days.
Yeah. I feel like if we're in here for more than 2 days, we've got problems.
I feel like we're gonna be heisting for a while in here.
What are we even trying to get in here?
Because I'm trying to figure where our brother went.
True, yeah.
Frandro.
Yeah. So I have another plan. I can reduce a horse at a time, and we can carry them over the wall.
And just drop them?
No, but we could have them then.
Well, I'm on a building through the wall.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we at least get the horses in here the cart, they can destroy the cart. But the horses I care about because we can mount up on the horses and like go if we need to go.
We could also just take them to the other side to like hide behind a boulder or two.
Right. We could
'Cause
also
there's
take them anywhere. We could put them in one of these buildings. But I just don't want them to be out here on the other side of the wall. So I mean,
well, like on the other side of the wall, right? Or on the
Yeah.
outside, right? There's a side with the boulders
right.
where he said we could like kind of hide them back there-ish, right?
We could try, right.
Which there's no one else over on the wall
But
except us.
the reason why I didn't want to do that is because then we have to take them in front of that entrance, and I feel like there's people going to come through there at any second. Because Michael specifically stated you can take them over there, but you have to pass in front of the gate.
That's true.
That's sus, bro.
That is.
And my character would, intelligence-wise, think of that, even though me as a person doesn't know. So I kind of, if Mercator wants to fly the horses over in the reduced form, that'd be the best, and not eat them.
Merc's thinking about it.
Around.
Merc got hungry, dude.
The thing is, the reduced spell, their
Wait.
weight is 8th.
So what? They weigh like a pound?
I don't know how much the average. I don't know how much these horses weigh, but if
What
they,
the?
whoa,
Could I, Mike? Would I be able to fit 2 horses in a cart inside of a bag of holding?
you're tweaking.
I would not in their normal state. Maybe if they were reduced, maybe, but I have to run the numbers.
I thought you couldn't put live things in a bag of holding.
You can, they just only have a
You
short.
can, but they'll just suffocate.
Yeah, they'll suffocate.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that part. I have a volume of 64 cubic. How many cubic feet is a horse?
A good amount. Okay, a good amount. I'm pretty sure average horse is like 10 cubic feet. But the thing is, we can't get into a bag of holding. It's only a 1 or 2 foot entrance.
Yeah.
If I reduce the horse, it's only halved in size, but it's 8th
Yeah.
weight, which is around 8th in weight of a horse. Is maybe 200 pounds.
Yeah, and I think it's 400 max,
Yeah,
500 max.
and I can only do them one at a time, so it's impossible to get everything in there and just
Yeah.
Damn.
Yikes. What about the?
Which is what I was trying to do with this animal handling check, is we release the horses and just let them go, and then hopefully we can find them later. I don't freaking know.
What if we made like a little enclosure for them?
What do you mean?
That's expensive in time.
You are correct.
My current plan, which I think is the best, is we reduce them one at a time, take them over the wall, put them in one of these redstone buildings.
Yeah, I think that's
What
the
if
best.
there's people inside the buildings?
They'd be in the fortress, I think. He said there's nobody in the watchtower, right?
There's no one on top of the watchtower.
Right. But like one of these things, redstone buildings in the back, they don't care about that, man.
Well,
Is there
Are
any
there
like signs
no
of movement in
civilians?
any of the houses?
Roll a perception check for me as you're trying to look closer into the buildings from your vantage point.
Oh, that's not gonna be good. That's gonna be 7.
You will notice, because remember it was dark out when you started this, the looking down into the town, you have noticed that through like the lights of the windows of the redstone buildings, you have seen that there is movement in some of the redstone buildings. One next to the chapel has, or the monastery, that has some movement in it. The Blackstone building to your right has some movement in it, you can see. But that's all you can see from where you are.
There's no like smoke coming out or anything. A fire.
There is smoke coming from the monastery.
Okay. Alright, I think we're good then. Like, as long as you don't put them in those 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who's gonna notice a horse in a house?
Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna reduce one of the horses,
Uh huh.
and then I'm gonna ask Merc to carry it over.
You can
And
throw it over to me.
All right, Mark, are you gonna go pick him up?
Yeah.
that was the most unresounding agree.
Okay, yeah, sure. I guess I'll go pick him up, right? Mark says.
Pick up a horse at a time.
Mark, did you roll a d12 when you activated your thing? To see how long you have your wings for.
Ooh.
No, I did not.
Can you roll a d12 for me?
Has
It's
it
only
even
been
an
like
hour
20
yet?
minutes.
It has been 1 hour.
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour. I
How
mean, you
long?
spent a lot of time to like climb up here, get it all up, looking around. You
So
did your
that's-
intimidation. You did some fighting.
So
If
the
it's over,
building
then we
that
don't
I'm
even
on,
have the
what does
wings.
the top of it look
4.
4. Yeah, you still have the wings.
What does the top of
Oh,
my
yeah, no.
building look like?
The top of which building?
The building that I'm on.
It's relatively flat. But it has like the redstone is clearly placed more like artistically. It has like some more curves to it on the outside. But it's flat up top.
Is there any way into the building from the top, like a little trap door? or something?
Not from the top.
Okay.
Did we get the horses over?
Mark, did you roll a strength check for me?
Are we still adding the...
+4. That was only 10 minutes, so I'm gonna say no.
15?
Because they're reduced, you're able to get them over pretty confidently. You have them up on the wall with you.
Okay, I want to
Hand
drop.
them over.
Yeah, well, I wanted to I can only reduce them one at a time, so it'd be up onto the wall and then throw it down or drop it down to Draggy.
Okay.
Wait. Well, I'm on a building.
But then we can just fly them. We can just fly them.
Okay, yeah. Mark's flying them over.
We could
Mark is
just
able
do
to
some-
fly them one at a time over the wall. That'll be 2 That'll be 2 reduce.
On the
spell slots.
top?
Yeah, so that no one could like get to them.
Yeah, but there's 2. Oh my gosh, 2 horses.
2 horses up there. How'd that get
Okay.
there?
Yeah, but what are they gonna do?
They're not even gonna notice.
What are they
It happens
gonna
all the
do?
time.
Think about it. If there's 2 horses on the bottom, they're gonna say the same thing, but they can get to them.
They built a fortress. Surely they have a ladder.
They have scaffolding and a
But
crane.
It's harder to get to them. If
I think it's better to hide them than try and put them out of like.
Hey, top is hidden, dude. Top is
Surely
hidden.
they can't find them. They're on top of this building that's
These
eye level with the
horses
wall.
on top of a building.
Hey, we'll see.
Eye level with the wall.
We'll
No
do
one looks
one
there.
and see who survives, bro.
We're not doing that with my horses.
Yeah,
I
no.
paid for this cart and these horses.
The I'm pretty sure the cart's gonna just be fucked, but
Not
put-
my SS Snake. That's the last thing I have.
we can build it back.
Okay.
Theseus
Snake
ship.
Mark II.
I want to put horses, or I want Mercator to put the horses in one of these buildings, preferably not the one that's like where the cart is when we just took the horses over. Preferably not the one right there, just like one back or whatever, just to kind of
That's the only building in front of you. The next one over is the tower. Is the guard tower.
put them in there. What's in this building, by the way? I'm in.
All right, you're walking in. As you're climbing down off the wall and going into that building, you have to go around front. Are you doing so sneakily or just walking in?
Sneakily, boss.
All right, roll a stealth check for me. Can everyone roll a stealth check for me? I assume, unless anyone doesn't want to do this stealthily.
I have disadvantage on these.
So does
14
Sam now.
stealth.
Yeah,
Yes,
I do.
Sam does have disadvantage.
Uh,
But they have the elven kind, so it's a straight.
7.
Sure.
That'll be a 7 for Maximino Andres Luciano.
Okay.
That'd be
Dude,
an
we're
8 for me.
Any 5 or below? Any 10 or below?
Yeah.
Mine was a 6.
It was an 8.
8 and 7. Sam and Gaffin, what you get?
Sam got an 18. I got a 14.
Okay. Sam and Gaffin, you are committed to the stealth bit. The others are walking through the town.
Oh, come on.
Dog, we have
Well,
2
Are we
horses
gonna
with
fight
us.
some more dwarves or not?
Okay, yeah, we will, but let's look in this house and we'll kind of set up camp. We'll breathe for a minute, make a course of action.
As you're walking
I-
in, oh yeah,
Do I recognize whose home this is?
yeah.
Whose home does this remind me of?
Your mentor, Alistar.
Oh my god.
Alistar.
Let's loot the house.
Yes.
The house is already looted. There's not much in here.
Does it look like there was like a fight that went on in the house, or does it look like you just like packed up and left? Like,
It
what's
looks
your
like
vibe?
everything that was in the house has been removed.
Are there like any like scuff marks on the floor, or like?
The bed has just been overturned, and so has then the table. There's not. It's a very simple house. There's not much in here. There's a bedroom, like a center room, a kitchen. That's about it.
So there's no like diary or anything in here?
No. Everything has been removed, except for the furniture has been just like overturned or out of place.
Can I try and find my sweatshirt? I left it in there.
What's your?
Hey, that's new lore. Okay, just let it rock.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna go try to find where you
Sweatshirts?
hid your jacket, but it is not where you put it.
Damn it.
Oh.
Is there like layers of dust in here? Like, does it look like anyone's been in here in a while?
Roll a perception check.
There's 2 grains of dust.
That's gonna be a 12.
This room is covered in a thick black ash, but you're not sure if that's from the local burning or because it hasn't been moved in a while.
Thick black ash? How thick?
Like, I don't know, like a millimeter?
We had to roll perception for that?
I
How
don't-
much of the room?
It's like on the surfaces, yeah. Same as the
Like
floor.
everything.
Like everything.
What? But the ceiling's fine though, right? There's no fire?
Yeah. The perception check was to determine where it came from.
Okay. I'll collect a little of this ash,
Whoa.
just for funsies.
Okay.
Okay. I want to put the horses, tie them to whatever, try and shutter the windows.
Got it.
Whatever I can do to keep the house kind of like not look like somebody's in there or 2 horses are in there. And using my hat of disguise, I'm going to become one of the dwarfs.
You're going to change into a Duergar?
Yep.
Your mouth, your face just becomes whoa. As you grow a beard.
My entire body.
Yeah, you grow a beard. You have become stouter. All of the you become bald. The goat drops away as your skin darkens. Your eyes go white, and you turn into the Duergar that you saw earlier.
There.
Ah.
Oi, hey! They're in here!
No, Draggy, it's me. I'll go back and forth.
Oh, it's a magical ability.
Can you do that with any race potentially?
I can do that at will with any race.
Akla's thinking about it, dude.
You know, that would have been nice to know. You know.
I become Dr. Akla's previous snake.
It was so beautiful.
But it's an illusion, pal.
Oi! Hey, what'd you do with my brother? I know he can.
Lost so much.
I've become the Duragar again.
Oh! Alright.
Object permanence. We need to work on that. Okay, what's the plan from here? I think we should attempt to heist the fortress.
I'm a big fan of that.
Gotta be stuff in there, right? At least like a gold bar or 2.
Yeah.
If you bring us in as prisoners, maybe they'll let us all through.
That's a good idea.
I don't know how prisoner takey they are though.
Yeah.
Or if they more like kill on
They were
sight.
willing to kill us for standing outside. They don't seem smart either.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm not racist though.
Yeah,
And we're happy about that every day, Draggy.
All right. Well, so from this map that I have in my head, because I'm intelligent.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the best. My memory is not the best in terms of quality.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
Well, nothing.
some of
but
us put a lot of time into maybe thinking up these maps.
a
Okay,
lot of time is 50 seconds.
I had to draw 2 of them.
Okay, burning church. Does that little building at the top say armory, or is that just scribbles?
That's scribbles. That should have been a
Okay.
black dot, I guess.
Okay. All right. So
Shit
that's the
wheat
armory. I
fields.
think that's a great place to
The
start.
armory. Okay, where's the hole if I'm looking at this map?
That's the you see them back to back, with that like there's that one black slash to it, on the south side.
Oh, with the
South
thing
side.
that
That's
looks
the
like a penis
mine.
below it?
That's the mine.
Okay.
With the penis
Near
below
the
it.
mountains.
Well,
Yeah,
Near
you
the
got the 2 black
mountains.
dots and then the.
Yeah, 2 black dots. That's the mines.
yeah, that's the mine, and then the one that has the path leading up to it, is something else. And then there's the
What's the
shipweed fields.
circle? What's the little circle top right ish?
Top rightish. Oh, that's a well. It's in front of this building. It's in front of this
And
building.
then the long black building, right? That's what that
Yeah,
is over
to
there.
your right. That's to your right.
Okay. And then the thing over the castle is another long black building.
Uh huh.
Okay. And then these are all main roads where there's nothing, I assume?
Yes. It's a small town. There's not much to it.
Right.
Are we thinking raid the castle?
I'm thinking we hug the wall
Mm-hmm.
and then we hug the river and we find
Yeah.
out what the armory is.
Yeah, I like that.
It's not an armory, but we can at least be in there and then we're behind the castle.
Yeah.
So we got to get there. You guys are dog at stealth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, not my strong
Yeah,
suit.
I have chainmail, so I'm actually at a disadvantage when it comes to stealth.
He's clinking
If you-
around.
If you take that off, are you good to go or?
If I take that off, my AC goes down by 5.
Okay. Yeah, leave
Yeah.
that.
I have scale mail, so I also have a disadvantage.
However, I can always try and break the wall with my shatter spike. It's good against objects.
And we're trying to. Okay, we're on
We'll
stealth.
keep that in our back pocket.
Yeah, that's always in my back pocket. You don't. gotta
Maybe I
explain
could
that.
be on the outside of the wall and sneaking the same way you guys on the inside, and then I stab through and
That's
I
a
surprise
river,
them.
though. It's a river.
Yeah, there's a river up there with cliffs.
Where we're
Like
planning to
mine.
go is the river. Bro. So you're saying you want to hop over the wall, then go down, then hop back over just so we don't have to walk? I feel like you climbing up instead of like going past is not. I'm pretty sure they're worried about this church right now.
As you've been in this building, you have heard more and more movement outside. More banging, more tinging. There's a lot of like more hammering of metals to your right, and more sounds of the moving of like the large stone and the mining to your left.
Yeah. Do
Lock
we
the
hear
door,
anything?
lock the door.
I think that's just. Is that just outside noise, or is that like they're coming?
I locked the door. Can I lock the door?
Yeah, go ahead. You lock the door.
Okay. Do we hear any noise coming from like the riverside, the long building?
Yes, that's the more metallic sounds.
Okay, we got to figure out a way to hug the wall, hug the river, get in.
What if we stay here, wait till nightfall, try and do it then?
Does anyone live in this house, though?
No, it's been overturned. The bed's on its side, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're so right. Under the freaking whatever of night, we can.
What if they get
Cover of
stronger
night.
at night?
Then why would they be building? Why would they be out at night? I mean, during the day doing all this stuff.
Well, it's work, and then at night they get stronger.
But when they don't have to sleep.
They sleep during the day.
Okay.
They're working. Greggy, tonight we're gonna do something. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little something.
3 on 3. Go, go, go.
No, no.
He runs outside.
Bursts open the locked door so it just busts that.
Oh, right
I
off
think-
the hinges.
I think Akla is so right. We need to wait for nightfall and then, 3-3-0, go, go.
Yeah,
We
Sorry.
see to
that's
wait.
their optimum stealth.
Are you gonna just
So-
hang out here for the night? What are you doing?
I think we're gonna just stay in here. One person to each window, if there is one door, just kind of listening, keeping watch, stealthing it from inside this building.
You want to do like a long rest with like people on watch type deal?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna care so much
long
about
rest
the
right now.
order, but more about who's at what window on guard. Or are you all like collectively like?
I think a long rest is a good idea.
Are you collectively like rotating on watch, and like one person who's on it is like just
Yeah.
rotating around the house, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keeping a consistent eye, whoever's on watch. It's not like I wake up and I go to the door, then I go back to sleep. Dreggy goes to the window.
Okay. Then we're going to time skip as you take your long rest, right? And skip to this time. Can everyone roll a perception check to see how much we noticed by looking out the windows? And I'll describe some things that you've noticed throughout the day.
I would like to inspire everyone. Wait. Never mind. But whoever's after me will get inspired.
Okay.
So I assume that's who has the lowest, who's the worst at looking. Dreggy.
I got a nat 1,
Oh, so you can add a d6 to that.
Thank goodness.
but I also have a +1 to my perception.
Okay, so 2
We're
plus.
at 2. Look at that. Practically an 8.
Nick?
I rolled a 24, so
Okay. All right. So 24 plus
Are-
2.
All right, I got a 6.
Okay. So 6
We
total.
got a 22.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
22. So 6, 24, 30, 22, 52. Mark?
Sam got.
16.
Sam also got a 16.
So 16 and a 16. 30, 32 plus 32. You got a 22, Akla?
Yep.
Yeah. It is going to be
24 for Guffin. 16.
52 plus 32, 84. Okay. 84.
What?
So it's I do for things like that. I do a collective roll with a larger AC, and you're working together to break the DC. Okay, so you collectively roll an 84 for perception. So here is what the 5 of you see during your watch. As you're waking back up and sharing the details of your watch, as you're like prepping, eating up, and getting ready to head back out, you as a group have noticed a number of things. The first thing that you guys have noticed is that the people, Mark, this one particularly you noticed, the people around town, mostly during the day, were not the Duergar. In fact, you noticed some of the people. Not by name. You didn't notice anyone that you recognized fully, but you recognized some faces of people, no one that you necessarily knew the name of. There were other things that you noticed, Mark, were that the people that were around were looking to. They occasionally someone would come out and light up your monastery as well. The rest of the group, you noticed some more of the actual dealings and less about the people, so focused, less emotional.
So, hold on. So Mercator saw people that he recognized.
Saw people that he recognized.
That weren't the Durgar.
No. They were bound, and they were particularly working on moving the blocks and things.
Slaves.
Some of the Duergar were out, just watching. Just a few, very very few, were out during this day, just watching. And then you heard over towards the metal side on the right, behind the black building. You saw some of the Duergar were working at a forge. That is most of what you saw. You saw them, working at the forge on the right, particularly a Duergar. You saw some slaves coming in and out of the mine on the left. And as a group, you saw that every now and again, a Duergar would go out and add fire. You're not sure how, but add fire to the monastery, continuing to burn it.
Could I have talked to Mercator? Mercator, do you know my brother? It's not Draggy. Do you know Frandra?
I don't think so. Like I might have seen him before.
Uh-oh.
Wait, give me a second. We talked about this.
Ay, ay, ay.
The weather, am I right? Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I talked about that today. I did that literally today.
Uh-oh.
I do. I
Uh-oh.
have it written
Uh-oh.
down. Okay, he's the guy who lived in a keep. He did all of your dojo training. He administers like the turning ceremony in the altar room. He does all of that. Got it?
He does all of
So-
that?
He does all of it?
No way he does all of that.
Merc, how are you remembering this right now?
All right, Mark. We're cool.
Okay, so you
I do know your brother.
What? You dropped the bucket.
I didn't know that was his name until today.
Okay, well, can you point him out to me before you go back to bed?
Yeah.
You haven't seen him today.
I haven't seen him today.
Okay, just so I know what he looks like from the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping an eye out for his ass.
Okay.
And I also want to know where they put the slaves whenever they're done with them.
You have not seen that yet. You got up right as like light is fading. You saw some of the slaves are still outside working. You have not seen Frangel. You do not know where they go when they're finished because they're not finished working yet.
Okay.
Even after we like all get together, they're not done working
They're not done working yet.
at night.
Even when like night's falling.
Night is actively falling. They're still working. It's still like light out, so they're still working.
The same ones.
Same, yeah. They have not changed that shift at all.
Do we get the long rest?
You got your long rest.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Did the horses get a long rest?
I
too?
also
Yeah.
yeah, the horses get a long rest. But before we did all that, totally forgot. But I did want to unattune. Hey, Drake, come here for a second. Draggy, before we go to bed, you trust me, right? As a brother.
Oh,
Alright, I can't really remember right now why it's important for me, but I want you to put this on, attune to it.
That was the first time.
If you want, we can back in a second, right? Because I kind of want to keep it. I just want to see what happens when such an extreme change occurs.
take off my wizard hat. And I put it down.
Holding the hat for him. Okay, you attuned to it?
You give it to me?
Yeah, I put it on your head.
As you begin attuning to this, Dreggy, you feel your brain expanding. You feel your head begin to pulsate with knowledge you never knew. You're hearing sounds you didn't know existed. You're hearing, you're seeing colors you didn't know were there. You are seeing things in a whole new light. You're realizing your hands, your fingernails, need cut. It's the first time you notice that.
It's all a game.
What? What do you mean?
It's all rules and dice.
What do you mean? Dice? Like gamblers?
Predestined for infinite.
What do you mean?
It's a story.
Story?
Oh, dice.
Dice? What do you mean?
It must go well. I take it off, and I go,
I like get back and put the wizard hat back on him. Yeah. I'm gonna write down what he said.
Dude, he tweaked.
But it's gonna be on the back page, you know?
Yeah, like the hidden notes. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll put it in my pack, and then that'll all happen, and now we're up.
Okay, so you're picking up today with night falling onto the town. And as you have like woken up and you're starting to, get ready, you're mounting back up, putting everything back together, you have noticed, you hear outside a horn plays, and if anyone's looking out the window, you will see the slaves are being ushered back away from you around the keep. Not into it, but around it.
Around the keep to like the back building, maybe.
You can't see from your angle. You're seeing them moved away. You may infer that.
That's the only building we saw over there, right?
Yes, correct.
Wait, this is during the day?
This is at night.
This is nights happen.
You skipped the day.
Okay. So do we also see like Durgar kind of putting down their tools and stuff? I assume there's people watching still, but like less.
There are less watching, but there are actually more out now. There are more Duergar out now. There were maybe only like 5 or 6 during the day. Really not many at all. But all the people were chained and bound. Like heavily chained. Now there are more, there are a few more like doing rounds and just like checking things out. And some of the Duergar are out by the mine. Not working as much as like talking. Around you, there's not as much action. You don't hear the like hammering and clanging of the metals anymore, and it's relatively quiet to your right, towards the long black building that you can see.
We can get handkerchiefs and fill them with ash. And if someone comes and gets us, we throw the ash on them and we run.
Yeah. Or we kill them right then and there so nobody knows. They can't go back and kill somebody.
Yeah. But then we can't use the ash.
Oh, you really want to use the ash?
Throw it on them after they're dead.
Alright, yeah. Alright, we can do that. We can do
Get
that.
your bag. Get your bag. Get your little bag. Go ahead. You go in. Alright, so here's the plan. I'll be a Duergar. I'll go first. Then I'll call you guys over stealth-wise. Then I'll go and we'll keep going, moving until we make it. I predict, based off of my intelligence, that this thing in the back could be a warehouse or where they sleep if they're not good enough to be in the castle. So maybe now that they're up, they won't be in there, but also they'll be out on the town. So we have to be quick. So as people are starting to get up here, Mike, I want to be like, okay, I'm noticing a shift, and we've made a bit of a dire mistake, but we need to go.
Okay, so you're gonna go now.
So before, like, I give them time to get to their post or whatever. We're going.
All right, you're dipping. Boom.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
So I'm going first. I'm first going from our building to the side of that long building towards the river.
On the riverside. So you're like gonna go out to the right side of your building and then dart over to the back side of that building?
I'm just going to make the cross where the well is in view.
Okay.
So
This is sort of a courtyard that is there. That's where the main door to that black building opens into. Okay.
I'm just going past the courtyard, staying on the wall side, nonchalantly, and kind of keeping an eye out for anyone who's near the well or moving past that would literally see people walk.
As a Duergar.
Yes.
Okay. Are you the Duergar one of the Duergar you killed?
I am a random looking one.
Okay. Heard. As you walking outside, you're doing this alone? You walk outside, you have noticed that people are coming out of the building to your right. Through the open slit in the door and the windows, you can see bunks in there. Nicer bunks, but bunks. And some of them are coming out, they're talking. They look over to you, they wave. And they continue walking over to their thing, but most of them are quite gruff and on their way.
Okay, so-
Don't wave.
I want to stand by the corner that is facing the well and the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to wait for there to be nobody in the courtyard.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give them the signal.
Okay. You wait for a couple like people more to come out, and then you're pretty confident. You see, a couple more go in to sleep clearly on the morning shift, exhausted. And you're confident now that there's no one else coming out of the building. You've heard a kind of a hush come on this side of the town.
I message Aqua. All right, now.
Going. We're going. We're sneakily going.
Okay, all right. So
We're quickly going.
you dash out of the building. I assume all of you do, and you're running over to where you see a Duergar standing in the corner, ushering you towards them. I assume you're all running over?
Yeah.
As you're all dashing over, there is no one around to see you.
Let's go.
Okay.
You're successfully on the side of the inner wall towards the keep.
Okay. I want everybody to stake down below whatever. If there's windows,
Mm-hmm.
we just go behind and towards the little building, staying on the edge right by the river.
Okay. Can everyone roll stealth checks as you're trying to sneak over to that building?
Okay, here we go. This is it. I'm inspiring Draggy.
Okay. It's going to give you a d6. But you can choose to roll it after you roll your d20. Akla got a 10. Merc? 3?
Can I give Merc guidance, or is it too late for that?
You can do that.
Okay.
It's a d4. It's a d4.
Okay. So with inspiration, I got a 12. Should I add the D8, Ethan?
No,
Alright, 12.
No.
Merc's gonna get caught anyway.
I have a 7 though.
Okay.
7. Guffin rolled a 16. Sam rolled a 12.
All right. As you've exited the building and you're running over to the thing and you're sneaking past the wall, you see the side of the wall, the inner wall that you're up against, slide down. Just like the...
I thought we were against the river.
You're against the inner...
I thought we got to the edge where the wall is, and now we're walking beside the river.
By the outer wall, and you're walking on the river around the backside of the black building?
That's what I thought we were doing.
Oh, okay. I misheard you. I apologize.
We went across like the little area where the wall and the well can be seen.
Mhm.
Then we corner of that long building. Now we're around the back.
I'm tracking now. I brought you across the courtyard. That's why I was so confused at first. I was like, you're going over there? Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're on the outskirts of the town. Okay. As you're going around, you're half confident that you don't see, like, you don't hear anything on the inside of the building, but like you definitely see Merc is like inside of the windows. Maybe he's distracted, I don't know, but he is inside of some of the windows. As you've like crossed over to the far side of the black building.
Okay.
Wait, Merc is in the window?
Like inside of it.
Like trying to crouch like this. If that's the window, he's going like this by the window.
Yeah, he's like not hidden. You have now reached the far corner of the black building.
Okay. I'm gonna check that little pathway, right?
Right next to him, yeah. There's no one there right now. But there is a doorway off the black building to that side. As you're crossing into this area, you see there's a forge, and the building there has a locked door on it.
So this is just like a little shack with a locked door.
A little black stone shack. Wooden door with a lock, and there's a forge and an armory, or a forge and like a anvil and stuff outside.
And there's nobody near here.
There's no one on this side of the building right now.
Okay.
I have thieves' tools if we want to pick it.
You have yeah.
I don't know if I'm the best to pick it.
It's sleight of hand, right? Or
Mhm.
dex efficiency?
I have personal advantages on sleight of hand.
Sam doesn't have these tools, but he's proficient in them.
he can use my thieves' tools. Go for it.
Okay. So that's a sleight of hand check plus proficiency, right?
Correct. You're proficient in thieves' tools, so you'll add the proficiency bonus.
Yeah. Okay, so Sam's gonna mock it. Guidance as well, if possible.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
It's a D4. Okay. Oh.
Teeth chattering, biting fingernails.
So that's a +2 and then plus a D4, so 9 plus 2, 11. 11.
As the lock pick twists inside it, the lock, easier than you might think, clicks open.
Oh, they're shit
that
at
makes
making
no-
locks.
Alright, so it's doors open?
The lock opened, yeah.
Okay, back up, stand away from the door right quick. I'm just gonna open it as a door guard just to see.
Okay, you open it as a Duergar. As you open it, you don't see anything happen. You do see, on the outside edges of the door frame, a sort of white chalk lines the black wall of the door frame.
Do I notice it in time to do anything?
No, not before your hand is pushing the door inward. But you hear or see nothing happen.
Maybe we should destroy all the chalk.
If it's an alarm spell, it's already gone off, right? I would know that with my intelligence.
You would probably know that with your intelligence.
I'm gonna
We
make
gotta
a
move.
quick cursory glance inside. Anything of use?
There are weapons inside. Thousands of weapons in boxes and barrels. Just like weapons are being created here.
Okay, I'm gonna hit a detect magic. 30 feet. I can see anything magical.
Does it tell you the specific spells or just like anything magical?
Anything magical glows.
School.
And it tells me school. But I'm just I don't even care about what it is. I'm whatever's magical.
None of the weapons glow magical.
Okay. Anything else?
The outside of the door frame glows magical. Nothing else in the armory glows magical.
Nothing else in there.
No. 35 feet.
30 feet.
30 feet. I mean, every member in the party glows magical. There is a magical essence. From everyone in the party, and that is it. And the door frame.
Okay.
I think we gotta sneak our way out of this one.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I think we just gotta either jump into the river or follow this wall until it curves and we get to the slave hut and pretend to be slaves.
Good idea.
Slaves?
That's our best plan.
I don't know if that's politically accurate.
Well, at this
It's either that or we like try and
Yeah.
sneak our way into the keep, but
we gotta go. Go.
Yeah.
Let's
You're running to the other side of the building?
run in.
Okay.
I am also going to close the door and relock it, just maybe to give them an extra couple, like, they don't know, you know.
Okay.
No,
All right.
It's,
You're running. You're running. You hear running behind you. All right, and it stops at the armory for a second. You are running to the other side of the building of the keep. Because it's a sort of pentagonal pattern, you cannot see the armory anymore when you hear the running stop. You do not know if they're continuing to follow you yet, but you seem to be alone for at least a couple more seconds.
okay, will we get to the slave building?
You can make it to the corner of the slave building, yeah,
The corner of it,
at minimum.
at minimum.
You will like reach the edge of the slave building. Because you don't hear anyone following you from behind you.
okay.
Okay.
We'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go. I mean, we just rush. If they see, I'm gonna stand at the back then as a Durgar, just hoping that they'll look over and see a Durgar standing there and not notice
Okay. As you're standing there and the rest of your party reaches the building, you see 3
100.
spider-like creatures come over the edge of the keep wall, looking down upon you. We will roll initiative as they are spitting liquids at you at the start of next session.
At me?
They're at all of you.
Like spiders.
I don't like liquids.
That is where we're going to end today's session.
Talking about.
Hey, I don't know, but that's all we're ending with today's session, alright?
Alright.
Shit, guys, man.
We
I
move.
have a slave uprising.
Here we go. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's session. I really appreciate everyone coming out. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the Hunger Games one-shot from last season. It's up on the YouTube right now. It's pretty sick. Pretty good episode. And you can watch for this video before next Thursday sometime. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this D&D session, and I'll see you next time, guys. Aloha! Woo!